A march for lives. Today, officers and the community came together to bring attention to homicides in Kansas City. There have been 82 murders in Kansas City this year. 82. 72% of those victims were black men and women, and 29% under the age of 25. 41 Action's reporter Andres Gutierrez talked with local leaders about ending violence in Kansas City.
It's sad when a kid thinks 25, he's lived a life.
That's what Pat Clark and many other community activists hear almost every day. A grim outlook backed by numbers. So far this year, more than a quarter of Kansas City's homicide victims are between 17 and 24 years old.
You know, these kids need something to do. Our kids have nowhere to go. We've killed more during the pandemic than we killed before.
Clark points out the violence, just like COVID-19, doesn't care about boundaries.
So what they were doing on 12th Street, 35th Street, 47th Street, when they moved to Grandview, Lee Summit, Blue Springs.
And so amid weeks of protests calling for criminal justice reform and racial justice, on Monday, activists, KCPD, and anti-violence groups united for the Black Lives Matter But to Who march.
A black man kills a black man every day, all day in America.
It's just so scary to think about that. We are the, dying the most, and we want to be able to put a stop and an end to it.
The group of about 200 or so marched on Swope Parkway to Martin Luther King Jr. Park to talk about solutions.
And then when we see people that look like us, that sell dope on our blocks, that shoot on our blocks, that spin tires on our blocks, that make it unaccessible for our kids to play on our blocks, we silently co-sponsor that.
KCPD top brass believes lawmakers need to do their part to curb the killings.
We need guns out of the hands of people who are using them for wrong. We need resources for those who are in desperate situations and need to get out. We need to come together as a community.
And if we don't find our lives more valuable than anything else, nobody else will.
In Kansas City, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.